brother man. Mans. Brother man. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
You may have the best horse impression, but I've got the closest thing to a horse cock at this table.
Yeah, it
He
does.
didn't even tell a story about
the dirty
thing.
barn.
No, what I'm saying is it's been stuffed in a few cows by accident.
Oh my God.
Horses do that. Dude.
You got a bun fat? Dude?
I didn't even have the page up. I'm just like staring.
I don't think even horses do that.
Oh my God.
Are you a horse?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Brother Man Podcast, dude. Back at you. It's your man Juice. 3 lovely co-hosts with me.
Howdy.
I'm in Matt, who's apparently fucked a few cows in his life, dude. You can leave that up to your friggin'
Heifers.
heffalumps,
Heffalumps, and I got moozles.
moozles,
Or what was it? Woozles? Is it woozles? Moozles? Woozles?
I have no
Measles?
fucking clue.
Measles?
It's humphalumps and heffalumps. You keep introducing the people. I'll figure
chlamydia.
it out.
That's called the HIV, brother.
Yeah, dude, chlamydia. Like, what's going on?
What I'm saying is I got some bumps.
he's got some bumps.
Came up with
dude.
that last week when they said you could read Braille.
Oh, it's woozles.
Oh, it's warts.
I don't think you can read warts though, dude.
Why can't you?
Can you? Is that confirmed?
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Can-
Rel?
Hi.
I know you could, dude.
What?
Read warts.
Yeah, like Braille.
Yeah, I mean,
Like this. Like
it
it
might
says
tell you a
usually.
little something.
Usually says go to the doctor.
They're black. They're brown. They're up. They're down. They're in. They're out. They're all about.
And the piano man.
They're far.
We got Anthony over
They're
here.
gone.
Elton John.
They're
Friggin'
they're insincere.
The keyboard dude. You muting him?
Yeah.
Heard it.
Woozle is very
I just wanted to get that part
confused.
through.
Woozle's
Singing.
very slide.
How we doing, boys?
I'm fucking great. They come in ones and twosles, but if they so choosels before your eyes, you see them multiply, apply.
How's that sliding thing with the mic control work again,
So it's
dude?
basically a rap song. You're just making up words.
Yeah.
Right?
Nah, it's
This
pretty
is
good.
probably
I like
where
it.
my affinity for poems.
If you
comes
pull up
from.
a beat, we might be able to get Juice to rap that over a beat.
Dude, I'll rap it over a beat
I think
right
we should
now.
get him to
yeah.
rap it over a beat.
Let's do it.
Let us turn up the
If
beat.
honey's what you covet, you will find that they love it. Because
I
they
gotcha.
guzzle up the thing you prize. The green, the blue, the pink, the white, the round, the square. They're a terrible sight. They tie themselves in horrible knots. They come in stripes of polka dots. Beware. Be a very wary bear. Hef, hef, hoof, hoof. They're extraordinary, so be wary because they come in every shape and size.
You ready,
If
Matt?
honey's what you covet, you'll find that they love it because they guzzle up the thing you prize. They're black, they're brown, they're up, they're down, they're in, they're out, they're all about.
Nah, dude, you can make this like a drill fucking song, dude. Make this shit hard.
That's
dude.
all.
Pull
Yeah,
up-
that's what I
you
think it
can-
has to be like a. No, I mean I already did already. You don't have to bring up a beat. You could throw one behind it if you want.
yeah.
Like,
You know what's
there's
gonna match up?
Post. It don't matter.
That's true. That's true.
hold on, go down,
Unless Juice Box. I already rapped it all.
go down a little more. Yeah, like they're extraordinary.
What is that?
So better be wary.
That's autism.
Oh,
I don't know, dude. Give me something, dude. I mean, I never
did
got.
you just do that?
I was never checked, dude. What'd you do?
He's a wizard, Harry. I got the buttons, guys. I got the buttons all week.
Hey, we should
All
change
day.
that.
Yo,
to say
wizard
You're a
Harry.
hairy wizard.
He's a hairy wizard.
Wasn't that like the fucked up one? Wasn't there like a video where they like
What, you just gotta like rap? Here we go, boys. Honey Pot
Got it.
Quartet.
got it? Honey Pot Quartet?
Honey Pot Quartet, they coming in hot. What are you doing here?
They're black. They're brown. They're far, they're near, they're gone, they're here, they're quick and slick, they're insincere. Beware, beware, be a very wary bear. Wow! A heffalump-o-woozle is very confusal. A heffalump-o-woozle's very sly. Slide, bow. You come in, yeah.
Oh,
We're
where?
gonna do your little glit thing.
Oh, the
Or whatever the fuck it is.
They come in ones and twosies. I can't even see it. Dude, stop highlighting it. Dude. I can't see it.
All right, try it again.
He has no hair, no snare.
Yeah. They come in ones and twosies, but if they so choosies. I can't see this shit. Before your eyes, you'll see them multiply.
You're fired.
That's terrible, dude. That's terrible.
Matt's part was good.
Yeah, Matt came in hot.
Good.
He
Dude,
can read.
like,
Wow, so yeah.
Matt has it right in front of his face,
up
too.
front, yeah.
yeah, you saw Serene right there, dude. It's
That's
That would've
what-
helped.
that
That would've
would've helped.
Oh, there we go.
Run it
That's
back.
what-
It's because it's blurry. I
That's what
can't,
we
like,
should
I need
have
my
done
glasses.
with the list last week. Like, that's what, like, you should have
Yeah, yeah. No, I know
on
what
our
it
on
means.
our list of stuff and like for the game to keep track of things.
Yo, but the
could've zoomed in
original
on the whole
Heffalumps and
screen.
Woozles version is a banger itself. Also, shout out to
Are we allowed to play that one?
I don't
I don't even know if we were allowed to play that first beat.
But shout out to
We'll find out.
Rap Battle
Right, it's free.
ENS. Shout
Worst
him
comes to
out.
worst, they make it quiet.
We shout him out. Hard fast rap trap beat instrumental. Thank you for letting me get down.
Word. Word to your mother.
I don't think that's a thing you're supposed to say to him.
Why?
I don't think
I don't
you should
know.
involve their mother in it, dude. Just like word.
But speaking of something you're not supposed to say to people,
What do you not say to people?
you're not supposed to call people Big Nose George, I don't think. But I'm going to tell you about a guy named Big Nose George. All right? He was a Wild West outlaw, all right?
Boy, have you ever heard this insult before, or was that just how you broke into this story?
It's just how I broke into the story.
Okay.
But I don't think that's
So I
what
don't think
you
I've ever heard that insult before.
I don't
dude.
think that's what
Friggin'
you
Big Nose
should.
George, dude.
No, it was an actual guy.
I'm going
It's
to take
a-
a stab in the dark and say he's probably got a big nose.
Oh, it's a honker. And I'm allowed to say that.
His name's not even George.
So, Big Nose George.
Jesus.
That is a fucking
Yeah, it's
snout, dude.
pretty big nose, right?
Schnoz.
It's pretty gnarly. That's literally, I mean, that's a sweet stash, though.
Mustache doesn't take anything away from
Most
it,
of that's
though.
probably nose hair, though.
Speaking of nose hair, I gotta start trimming
Holy
mine.
shit,
I didn't
dude.
notice that. Is there
That's a
I
lot of
plucked
nose
mine.
hair.
Woof.
Oof.
It's not that bad. You grab one at a time every now and then.
And then you're out,
continue,
and you just remind yourself it's okay to cry.
I remind myself that every day.
That's good because you pull nose hairs every fucking day.
No, because I remind myself that every day because it's okay to cry. But anyway,
This took a dark turn.
George Parrott.
That's going to be our next neon sign.
Well, it's okay to cry.
It's okay to cry. We're going to
okay
get
to
it on
cry.
this back wall.
Pluck your nose hairs. It's okay to cry.
It's going to be a nose with nose hair sticking out of
Yeah.
it.
That's going to be my next brand t-shirt. It's going to be like pluck your nose hair. It'll be like a silhouette of my face and nose with like a red beard outline. And,
And red hair's
and
coming
then
out of the
below it'll
nose.
say it's okay to cry.
That's gonna be your next shirt.
Yeah, dude.
No,
Nose
I will
hair,
not
don't
bitches.
care.
No.
That's going to be on the
That's
back.
already in-
It's
that's
going to be
already in the
reversible.
motion,
Yeah,
so this will
dude.
be the
Oh,
next.
gee, flip it inside out.
Yeah.
It's okay to cry.
It'll be like under like the flap. If
Yeah.
You like use the shirt for any purposes. Yeah, it'll be like under here. If you lift it up, like it's okay.
That's
to
what he
cry.
said.
Oh, I thought you meant like fully like flip it and it would be like up here. How would you do it?
So George
I didn't
Parrott.
look that far into it, dude.
I think we should do it, dude. This is potential merch coming up, boys.
So George Parrott was a man of many names, but he went by George Warden, George Manus, Big Beak George,
That's a good one.
and Big Nose George were a few, but the only title that stuck the whole way through was that of Outlaw, apparently.
That's weak.
Yeah, so
Weak, dude.
his life's pretty interesting, apparently, but what they're saying is that his death was like the most interesting part.
Got shot in the nose.
No,
That'd be a fucked way to go.
he's
You can hide behind
basically
that tree, but there's a nose sticking
right
out.
now. So this happened in the 19th century, and right now this guy's a flower pot, an ashtray, a science experiment, and still a pair of shoes.
Wait, what? Wait.
Yeah, so that's what he is today. Those few things. So he His crimes included horse thievery, penny ante, highway mugging. It probably means petty, and eventually train robbery. He earned grisly fate through murder, though. Him and his gang were in hiding after a botched robbery of a Union Pacific Railroad train where they murdered 2 law enforcement officers. Carbon County Sheriff Deputy Robert Widowfield and Union Pacific Detective Henry Vincent hunted the fugitives at their hideout in Rattlesnake Canyon near Elk Mountain, Wyoming. When the lawmen came upon their camp, the gang ambushed them, shot them, and buried their bodies before fleeing. So they were hiding out for crimes previously committed.
And then committed a crime.
Police tried to catch them, ambushed them, lost, and then they took off from there. So pretty bad dude, apparently. Nose doesn't look too big in that shot.
Well, he was younger.
Unless that's not him. No, that's John Osborne. That's one of the guys.
He also had a pretty big nose, though.
He
All right.
does have a pretty big nose.
Yeah. So Parrott lived for a free man for a few
It looks
years
like his left eye's
afterwards
bigger than his right.
until his public bragging about the
It's a
murders
shooting eye.
landed him in jail. So these dudes were like just running about like, I shot the sheriff. And I also shot the deputy.
Okay.
So because of that, he soon met his justice as he was hanged from a telegraph pole by a crowd of vigilantes after he attempted to escape his execution.
So he got executed after trying to escape his execution.
Yeah. But so I mean, he got so he a crowd of vigilantes. I have to look up that story to see if there's anything on that. But thanks to a doctor who was in the crowd, that's how this dude's story lives on, and he still remains to be an ashtray and a pair of shoes and a couple other things.
Yeah, but
That's
he's not
John
living,
Osborne.
dude.
So that's the doctor. This is the guy that watched this dude hang.
If they're a good pair of shoes, they'll last a long time.
That's true. You take care of them. You take them
bit
to
of
a
polish.
cobbler.
I think I'm
to
going
get
to
new
start doing
soles.
that with my mustache.
What,
You-
making pairs
what do
of
you mean doing
shoes?
that?
No, look at his mustache.
It
It's like really long on the sides.
It like curls around in towards his mouth, kind of. They're kind of like bull horns.
I'm going to start doing
Well,
that.
the mirrors weren't that great back then.
I could do that, dude.
I think the mirrors were just as good back then as they were now.
Yeah, but like his mustache is super
Same-
bushy
same
only on
process.
the
Do
You have one from
outsides.
back then?
In the middle, it's not bushy.
That's a fair.
See
point.
that?
You ever seen old when they're all faded and shit?
Well, yeah,
Sweet
because they're all
mustache.
200 years old.
That's what I'm saying.
They're not as good as the new
Hair,
ones.
dude.
That guy had some thick hair.
He has to have nice hair.
He's a very dapper looking man.
So,
Doesn't even
Yeah,
have his
dapper.
collar folded down.
how did John Osborne get this guy's
a
Big
body?
pop in his collar, dude.
That's Ozzy Osbourne's great uncle.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even spelled the same.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't need to be.
He ate the first bat, dude. Best believe it.
Well, he might have eaten his body. That's all I'm saying. Because nobody came to claim the corpse of Parrott because obviously this guy's an outlaw. He probably has no family besides his gang, really. And they're probably wanted by the law, so they're not going to claim his body. So Osborne was like,
Claimed.
I'll take it. Like,
Tips.
As he's getting hung, dips.
if nobody's gonna do anything with that, I got a few.
I have a few ideas, like an ashtray, shoes.
He's standing there and he's like,
I
I go
just
finish
bought-
that.
I've just bought a house and I need to make some furniture. Is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And his head is gonna make a perfect lamp.
Weird
That's,
coincidence. I just blew the bottom out of my shoe on the way over to this execution.
so apparently he sent the brain to his friend Dr. Thomas McGee for medical study on criminal minds. I can't imagine what they're studying
Could you imagine the TV show Criminal Minds, but based on
in
this?
1800s where they're like smashing like a hammer, like that one squished too easy. His brain was just probably not strong enough to stop him from killing, and that's all it had to be because he was stupid.
It's just a workshop
And
where
the
people are
tense-
doing different shit with brains, like putting it in a vice. And they're like, this one just smushed.
How many pounds is that? 3 cranks.
And the last one was 3 1/4, and he didn't kill anybody. And 3 3/8 of a turn was the dude that ate somebody. So there's got scientifically
There's a correlation
something
in here.
in here where it matches up. Like I can't. They didn't know shit.
I know. Like, you throw it off a building. Can't survive that. They finally get the brain back. It's all like cigarette butt burns. Fucking road rash.
Yeah.
Hear me out. This is where hacky sack came from.
This one burned a
Oh,
little
damn.
bit, and the smell, I think, was what made him go crazy and stab that woman in the vagina with his gun. Because all the other ones didn't burn, and nobody else did anything near as bad as that.
Oh my god. Dude.
I'm telling you.
They're like they send you the brain, and they're like, "How'd this person die?" You're like, "Well, they lost their brain."
If I had to take a guess, you need this.
His heart stopped. That's the whole medical book. Their heart stopped.
You know what? You're not. He's not dead. He just needs more heroin.
Yeah. Give him some whiskey, a little bit of coke.
So, after he sent the brain to his buddy, McGee. Oh, I guess he sent the.
Yeah.
He sent the brain, but it had to be his whole body because McGee gave the top part of Parrot's skull to Lillian Heath, his 15-year-old assistant. Why the fuck are you giving a 15-year-old a half a skull?
It's like a dog, man. He's like back there.
Go on,
All
chew
the
on this.
skull.
That's what I was just thinking. That's where I was going with this. Dog won't leave you alone. You throw him a bone if you're a bush.
Yeah,
Like,
come on,
get out of here.
Go on, kid. Go play with this. Get out my hair.
I got this brain to study.
But that was a good thing because Lillian
Lights,
Heath,
blowtorch. Hold on, I got some science stuff to do.
gets out her vice.
Get all my stabby tools. Screwdriver.
My stabby tool.
Yeah.
His penis.
Yeah, he's gonna blow the bottom out of it.
So
This guy was fucked in the brain.
So this
This is
guy,
where the term "shit for brains" comes from.
Oh no. So this guy gives his 15-year-old assistant the brain or the skull. And you'd think that's kind of weird. But Lillian Heath went on to become Wyoming's first female physician and reportedly used the skull as an ashtray, a doorstop, and a flower pot.
All I picture is, I know I placed that thing around here somewhere. This one door just won't stay
a
open.
multi-
Dogs on the couch chewing on it.
It's good for everything.
That's nasty.
Every time the police come to serve him with a paper, he just puts the flower pot out front.
Yeah.
It's like, I gotta get this soup out of this pan. Where's my doorstop?
At one point, it's out on a post as her mailbox for a few months because the kids came by and hit it with a baseball bat. Oh, man.
He's like, where did I put that hammer? Fuck it.
Ding.
Wait, so she became what?
She became the first female physician in Wyoming.
Well, who are you gonna argue with? You show up to her office. And she's
She's got
smoking a cigarette. And she's like,
Puts it out on his skull.
That's true.
yeah,
Like, no, I'm going to be a physician.
She wipes it out. She wipes it out.
How about you vote for me?
I don't think there's voting involved in being a physician.
She wipes it out, pours whiskey in it, starts drinking out of it.
Yeah, right at the same moment.
Shoves it in the door because it's getting hot in there.
The way she handles a skull, I bet she'd be a great doctor.
So this woman, yeah, she had to be a weirdo.
Well, at 15, she got a skull given to her. I think I was just kind of...
Yeah,
Imagine
well,
going
she
to
was
your
also an assistant for a medical doctor.
Yeah,
Thomas
but she got that as a
McGee.
gift. Imagine going home to your parents like, look what the doc gave me.
Yeah, and you're gonna let your kids still go to that school?
Yeah, you might get the whole body.
Think about the other body parts
fair.
you could get.
Every year you get a bone.
Yeah.
Knick knack,
Trade
patty whack,
pieces.
give a doc a bone.
You can trade them.
That's what I'm gonna give you. It's gonna be your own body parts
You're gonna give me my own bone.
every year.
What are you gonna take first?
Be a surprise then.
You're gonna take a phalange. How are we feeling about it?
You have to find out next year when you're missing something. And I give it back to you.
Dude, there's a store in the mall I went to today, dude.
What if I took a toe and then gave him a finger? He's like, Wait a minute.
Dude, this store has like jarred human parts in it.
Is it that new like horror store that's in the mall?
Yeah, it's called the Morgue. There's like a human brain like in a jar.
Funny
dude.
you
There's,
mention
like,
that.
rattlesnakes, hearts, mummified squirrels, dude.
That's not a human body part.
Well, no.
Yeah, I don't
but
know if you know where
it's
squirrels come from.
crazy, dude. Fucking mummified everything.
Funny you mentioned
No.
that, Juice.
Was he mummified?
The skull was probably the least weird part of this story, which is pretty great. So from there, everything only gets a little bit more dark because besides creating a death mask of the outlaw, which does indeed
that's common.
reflect the epithet of big nose, so he made a mask out of his face, Osborne channeled his inner Ed Gein and commissioned a pair of shoes to be fashioned from Parrot's skin, while the remainder of Parrot's dismembered body was stored in a whiskey barrel filled with a salt solution. And he has a quote, a famous quote, where he says, "I instructed the shoemaker to keep the nipples on the skin to prove that the skin was that of a human, but he did not follow my instructions."
Remember those beaver skin shoes you wanted, Juice? Hear me out.
Did you get me a pair of nipple skin shoes, dude?
Nipple skin shoes.
They'd be the softest shoes you ever owned.
All a bunch of nipples, dude.
You get some nipple Crocs, dude. Is that what all my gibbets are? Just a bunch of popping.
Well,
human
You
Ed
get
beings,
nipples
dude?
from the right people,
Ed
and you
Gein
won't
made a
need that
nipple
many,
belt.
actually.
Yeah, there's some people.
You can
One
get
nipple would
some-
cover the whole front.
Yeah.
Ed Gein made a nipple
Yeah.
belt.
I mean,
That's why he
Ed,
said take it
Ed Gein.
Ed Gein. That's he made a nipple belt. That's why they said that.
I'll make them.
But the
fucking
death
nipple
mask,
Crocs,
the death mask
dude.
isn't a big like issue. 'Cause
Really?
they do that all the time. They do that
Oh,
all the
okay.
time with outlaws. All they do is like take like a casting, and then they make like
Oh,
a casting.
oh, oh.
That's all a death mask is.
I thought they were like,
Took his face.
No,
Tanned
they
his
make like
face, yeah.
they just like plaster it, and then they actually
Oh,
do
okay.
what that outlaw or whatever looked like the day they
yeah.
perished.
I
I'm
got
gonna
you.
try this bread, dude.
So,
Juice is out here breaking bread.
Yeah, you want to break bread with me, boys?
No.
so this guy,
Blueberry bread.
this guy Osborne, right? He eventually becomes governor of Wyoming,
Okay,
and
you can't argue with him.
well, no, he's got nipple shoes. What are you gonna say to a man with nipples on his feet?
Damn, look at the tits on that guy.
Look at the tits on that hose hound.
Hey, my eyes are up here. Or I'm like, hey, man, hey, his eyes are up here.
Oh my god.
He's on a roll.
That's ridiculous.
I'm eating bread, dude.
Give him a hand. Give him a hand.
One's a wallet, the other one's a watch. Oh,
You're
boy.
down in a well. You're like, hey buddy, can you give me a hand here? Fucking just chucks it down to him.
Just trying to get a leg up on the guy.
This is the weirdest Gallagher show I've ever been to.
What is going on?
No. So, this dude, when he became governor, walked in his inauguration in these human skin shoes, 1893.
They were like,
So,
that's the man. That's the man.
Wait,
for the
yeah.
job.
This
That's what I'm
is
saying.
this is a time in life where you could go down the street and there would be people who cleaned your shoes for you. You would pick your foot up and they would polish your shoes. You look down and there's a nipple. Just-
I'd have to, well, if I'd have, so, here's the
and
thing.
you're like, what the fuck?
I'd have to have sunscreen in my back pocket. I hand it to me. Give it the good stuff, baby. You gotta keep it protected.
Put that SPF 70 on that.
Are they pierced?
I'm sure they needed to get it sewn all together.
Are these
You're right.
are these shoes somewhere in a museum now?
Yes.
I figured.
So they are in the Carbon County Museum in Wyoming, along with the skull, the death mask. So you can go see them. I recommend going to see them if you're
We
in
have a
Wyoming.
picture of them that we can see.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
dude,
gonna
I
try
wanna
and
see his
find.
nipple shoes.
There's no nipples on the shoes, actually.
That's right. Fuck, dude.
They were afraid that the shoe shiners
God
might
damn
suck
it.
on them, so they're like, we gotta get rid of these.
Ooh, those are nice. Look at white tipped.
Wait a minute.
What are you about to say about those two-tone shoes?
No, like they're barely.
He's getting
worn.
ready to hit the fucking.
Oh, there's his thing too. His death mask.
Does have a big nostril.
Oh yeah.
That's a big old schnoz.
He kind of has like the nose like the dad from Elijah or from the Wild Thornberries.
So were the
That's
whole
what's up,
shoes made
Brad.
out of his skin?
There's the skull. No, I think it's just the tip, just like the wing tip.
They did not cut that skull straight.
No, what? I guarantee they thought it was straight.
They gave it as a gift.
That's the ashtray. What do you mean they didn't cut it straight?
No, like the top, like they cut the top of the skull off,
Yeah.
and they didn't. That's not a straight fucking cut.
Well, what do you think the tools they were using?
I could have put it in a vice.
The guy wasn't holding
Just-
it right.
Hey,
Saw
hold
your
this
way down.
skull steady.
Dude, apparently in his struggles of death, when the impatient mob hung him, he tried to grab onto the telephone pole that they hung him from, but eventually he ran out of energy and was dragged down. But his struggles with the noose actually rubbed his ears off. So
That's why they're
him,
not in the death mask.
ripping around. Yeah, they're not.
I was gonna give him away as a gift, but I lost him.
Yeah,
in training.
yeah. I had the perfect set of earmuffs planned.
Oh my god!
Hear me out.
listen.
Every time somebody goes to say something, he just holds an ear up. What? What was that?
Oh no.
I can't hear you right without my ears on.
Get a little nippy out here. Put his shoes on. Then it's fucking his earmuffs. What do you got to say, Juice?
You skipped a good part, dude.
What's that?
What'd they do with his dick?
The nose thing?
Yeah, the legend about his nose.
You want to read it for us?
Yeah, it says according to the legend of Big Nose George, available at the museum gift shop, the nose of the dead man was so large that it interfered with the lid of the coffin, and excess pressure had to be exerted to close it and nail it down. So I guess you can buy like a replica of this dude's nose at the fucking gift shop.
Probably
Like, what's
like
at the
of
gift
that
shop,
mask.
dude?
Um,
Oh, the legend of Big Nose George at the
it's
gift
the
shop,
it's
like
the
a
book
or
at the
something.
gift shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I thought you
Juice
could
was
buy a
hoping you could buy like a
replica.
replica nose,
Yeah,
like
this man's beak, dude.
what are
Throw that thing
the
on.
Groucho Marx glasses with the nose and the fucking
Yeah.
eyebrows?
So
Yeah, and you just have like your head sliced off in a poor angle, and just a giant nose, dude.
a few small details I missed that I'm reading here on this one is he was actually buried, and Thomas McGee and John Osborne stole the body, and that's why most of it was hidden in a whiskey barrel. So it wasn't that nobody claimed it. Nobody claimed
So
it.
they might not
buried
even
it.
known his shoes were made out of human skin.
You think that they're liars? You think?
No, since they
No, the guy
stole.
won.
But since he
nipples
took
on
the
him.
body,
Since he
like
stole
people
the
didn't know at the
body.
That's
time.
probably why. Oh, that's why he got away with it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Till later in life, he was like, you know what? We should probably let people know.
Huh.
They've been seeing us with this skull and these other body parts I've been carrying around with
Yeah.
me for no
Was it,
good
"Is that
reason.
a skull? No, this is an ashtray. Switches it. Is that a skull? No, this is a doorstop. Can't you see that's a flower pot?
There's no imaginations to what you can use your brain for.
Zipper is. It didn't do well in the vice.
So those are George's ones instead of Jordan ones.
Yeah. Big Nose George.
Dude, this shit is ridiculous. This story is nuts.
Well, Juice, I think we figured out what we're going to do with you.
Yeah, but like, I don't match any of this story though.
Well, no, we're going to cut your head like that and then make shoes out of you.
Dude, apparently he peeled the skin off his chest and thighs and had it made into more than just shoes. He had a doctor's bag, a coin purse, and a pair of shoes. Or rather, a half a pair of shoes. The rest of the leather darker portion were cut
So-
from shoes that George was wearing when he was choked to death. So though he stole the dude's shoes and then got his body sewed into him and wore him around.
Well, he was struggling, so he probably wore out that part of
So-
the shoe. And they were like, you know what?
like his
These are a
ears
nice
that
pair of
rubbed
shoes.
off.
Yeah.
So
these are
when
nice pair of
when
shoes.
you went to the leather man with its big slab of skin,
Yeah, anyway.
And nipples on it.
you don't. Yeah, anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
it's back
the-
then,
and
you
you-
could
he
lie.
said he
You
wanted
could have
the
lied.
nipples on.
Yeah, and you.
You could have made the guy feel dumb. You're like, you're telling me you've never. This is exactly what a cow tit looks like.
That's what I mean. Like that guy had to look at him and be like, "Where'd you get this?" Where is this from?
Make them, or he goes, make them, or I'm getting 2 pairs of shoes made.
Yeah, make them. Or I'm gonna have enough for a Canadian tuxedo.
Not only will I be a doctor, but I'll also be the new Leatherman.
Yeah, so that's pretty intense.
I would say so.
There was no rules back then. Like, there just wasn't rules. There was like 5 rules, and if you broke them, you were an outlaw.
It's basically how the 20s and the 30s were. Like, it was so easy to get away with murder. Like,
Well, I was just watching a thing on. It was like 1962, and this guy kills this other guy in self-defense, and the cop comes up to him, and like it's like a true story, but the cop comes up to him, and he's like, just be straight with me. Like, what happened inside the house? And he's like, you want me to tell you it felt good to kill him? Because it did. He's like, but it was in self-defense. He like beat his wife, and the guy ended up killing him. Like so basically backstory, this wife left this guy. She ran away because he was abusive, ends up falling in love with another guy. Husband finds her. New boyfriend ends up killing husband because he's beating the shit out of her. And he eventually tells the cop everything. The cop's like, have a good day, sir. Closes his book and walks away. Evidently, it's like, this is like a true thing that happened. I'm like, do you know how easy it's been to get away with shit? Because the only guy that knows the difference is dead.
that's right.
And if you can convince the cops well enough that you're like, no.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like,
I couldn't tell you, officer.
they're like, you don't live here. He's like, yeah, he broke in. That's his house. Yeah, but listen.
His chest just did that.
Wasn't me, sir.
You're telling me it was suicide? He shot himself in the chest 4 times in suicide.
It wasn't a good shot.
It was an automatic.
Speaking of that, I need to really work on my aiming too.
You know what place I could go?
So,
Like, before forensics, like, you could just do whatever the fuck you wanted.
good.
oh, absolutely.
Like, there was nobody stopping you.
Well, think about
If you could just not be there anymore,
Well,
you
no,
got away with it.
Literally the governor's wearing fucking skin shoes. What, like, how could he hold you accountable for anything? He's like, no, you can't go around killing people and turn their bodies into clothes. As he like pulls his feet back from
Slides him under the chair.
Yeah, like, wait a minute, what are you telling me? I can't do that if you're doing it. Like, I can do whatever I want.
He probably being a doctor, you just kind of decided one day you were going to be a doctor.
Like,
Yeah,
where'd you get these shoes? Can't get them. They're outlawed.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Clever. You got any good ones for us, Juice Box?
Good what, dude?
What's that thing he's got?
Juice facts. Juice facts.
Guys, we've been lied to.
I'm a woman.
I'm sorry. People. Ease and
They.
Halls.
I'm a ginger.
Ease and halls.
Ease and Halls.
There you go.
We've been lied to for years.
Brother maniacs.
You like Heinz ketchup, dude?
Mhm.
Have you ever like argued for Heinz ketchup and said that like they're the greatest because they have 57 varieties?
Can't say I have.
I really just think ketchup's ketchup in general.
Yeah, because fancy ketchup tastes different than Heinz ketchup.
Yeah, I think it's all general.
They don't have 57 fucking varieties, dude.
Not anymore.
No. They never did.
I think it's 57 varieties of tomato.
57's ingredients, I thought it was.
That's Dr. Pepper 23.
I'm pretty sure that's why it's Heinz
you're-
57.
No, it was.
He's got
it
the
was-
facts.
It's quoted 57 varieties. There never was.
My uncle had a dog named Heinz 57 because he was a mutt.
He wanted to have it seem like he had a ridiculous product line.
This
And
comes
so, like,
down
when
to
customers only saw the 57th product, they're like, God damn, this dude must be
that.
out
Oh, he
here.
did say that. Yeah, you're right.
He's just like, dude, like, real talk, let's just fake it till we make it. They haven't even made it yet.
They made it.
No. They still don't have 57 fucking varieties.
Well, they don't
dude.
need
They're
to. The
still
number
faking
57.
I didn't
made
know
it so
that this
well.
was a Pennsylvania company.
Yeah. Heinz Field. That's the Steelers field.
Oh, yeah.
It's not Heinz anymore. Somebody bought the field, but it was Heinz Field.
What year was this made?
1896.
Exactly. Nobody asked questions. They're probably all wearing fucking human skin shoes.
Yeah, they're
I
from
mean, They
Pittsburgh.
might have human skin
Um,
shoes in that photo.
Do you know?
Foreskin
Do you know what
shoes.
Heinz?
I mean, they're in a shoe store in that picture.
Do you know what a Heinz first product was?
His hiney.
Horseradish.
I don't know, dude.
Horseradish was their first
I
product.
do like horseradish.
And that really is a shame.
So it says Heinz said he chose 5 because it was his lucky number, and the number 7 because it was his wife's lucky number. However, Heinz also said that the number 7 was selected specifically because of the psychological influence of that figure and of its enduring significance to people of all ages.
57 pickle varieties?
I mean, shout out to Pickles, dude. But
Yeah, so he started off as a pickle company, is what it's saying. He wanted his company to advertise the greatest number of choices of pickles.
Okay.
So, in fact, in 1892, 4 years before the slogan was created, the Heinz company was already selling more than 60 products. But they're not sure why he's calling 57 because, like you said, it's not in particular like 57 particular anything. It's just 57.
yeah, dude, he just wanted to make it seem like you got a wicked ass line. It's like, I like number 57. dude. Like, let's fucking rock with it.
57.
Goddamn 57, dude. Like, that's just what it was. And he
Still
loved
one
that
of my
number.
Yeah.
favorite videos.
How many states are in America? Let us see. There's 50 states, 13 religious colonies. Goddamn 47.
I fucking love that video. Have you ever seen that video?
Yeah, dude, I remember when y'all did the goddamn 47. Yeah.
Because they were
47.
asking people how many states are in, or how many.
I think so many stars are in the flag.
Yeah, it's something like, it was how many stars on the flag or something like that. And the answer's 50. So she was like, let's see, there's 50 states minus the 13 original colonies. Goddamn, 37.
She says 47.
Yeah, I said
Goddamn
that.
47.
I accidentally said the right number.
Yeah, you idiot.
It's interesting you brought up states.
Juice's next fact.
Yeah, dude, 'cause it goes right into my next fact, dude. There's one letter in the alphabet that is not utilized throughout all 50 of the states' names. Like, not in one, obviously, but there's one letter not used
Z.
in.
No.
No.
That's like one of the first states. Well, doing alphabetically.
It would be Q.
It would be Q. It's indeed Q. Q is the only letter in the alphabet not
That's
used.
not used in the states.
Yeah.
Do you know what the second star on the flag?
Now, if we cross,
what state the second star on the flag is?
What the second?
I don't know what the second state is. I know what the first state is.
What's the first state?
Delaware.
You know what the second one is?
Yeah, it does say first state on the license plate. I
Pennsylvania?
sure remember that one, dude.
It is.
Are we the second
We're the
state?
second
Thought that was a lucky guess. I knew we had to be up there in the top
Because
5.
we were kind of in the big ones
Yeah,
at the
we
end.
were, we were like the major, the whole thing happened an hour away from here. Like,
I was gonna guess like North Carolina. Or
No,
some
Delaware's the
shit.
first state.
yeah.
And Pennsylvania's the second.
Second in safety. Delaware's first in safety.
Well, the first visited state though is North Carolina, was it not?
No.
Plymouth,
Are you saying?
Massachusetts.
Yeah, I was gonna say Massachusetts is kind of where they showed up.
No, but
Not
they
where
had
you
that-
visited the first time.
Are you talking about
No.
Columbus?
Nah, because I remember that story about like
Columbus.
there's like this,
Leif Erikson?
This whole group fucking vanished, and like on the tree was like scribed like Croatoan or some shit like that.
Oh,
Wasn't that like?
he's,
What's that North Carolina?
No,
What
no,
the
that's
fuck am I thinking?
one of the New
Jones-
England states
it's not
that.
Jonestown.
No,
What am I
it's,
thinking?
well, we look like fucking morons.
Yeah, dude, I feel stupid. But like Croatoan or
a
some
lost-
shit was like scribed into a tree, and like no one ever found these.
Just Google it.
They think that they found the people. Or
Juice is
something.
close with that, with what he
probably
said.
died.
Dude, I think I know what I'm talking
No,
about. but
look up disappearing colony.
I think they died of like
Roanoke.
sickness. Roanoke.
Roanoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in the New England states.
No, it's in North Carolina.
No, that's
Was
in
it?
North Carolina. Is it?
What was
not?
the? There was
Yes.
one in the New England states where everybody left. They
I
go up there.
might be
Plymouth
stupid.
Rock.
I ain't
No,
dumb,
no,
dude.
no. Listen to what I'm saying.
It's Plymouth. It's literally like a
No,
little pebble.
but
It's
there's
not very big.
there's a place where the fucking people on that History Channel go up there digging for gold.
Oak.
Oak Island, where they all
Cursed Oak
disappeared.
Island?
Yeah, where
That's Canada.
is that Canada?
That's
It's,
the hunt
Nova-
for the
Nova
fucking
Scotia.
Templar
Nova Scotia.
treasure,
Yeah, yeah.
dude. That's the.
Am I right though? Like there was like a place up there where like everybody's vanished from the island.
It's more like they buried
No,
treasure. and
no.
shit.
Oak Island is.
What's the
is-
other one? There was like a. Is that this?
This is what I'm fucking talking about.
Were they on an island though?
Yeah, like
Is
I
Roanoke
think
an
they
island?
went
Roanoke
missing.
Island,
They
yeah.
went to look for it. Yeah. They all vanished.
As long as we're all on the same page here.
Look up on the thing, dude. When timeline did this happen? Also, did the tree not have something scribed into it, dude?
It did.
I know.
You were right with.
It was
what you
red
asked.
rum.
Red. Yeah, I mean, it could have been.
It was
It
literally.
was not red rum.
1585, 1587.
That's what I'm talking about. When
The population was only 120 though. Like
It
that
could've
could
been
easily
sickness and-
Smallpox.
That could easily
Native
get wiped out
Americans.
quick.
that's still 120 dudes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this. I don't know if
that's
you.
probably like
Women and
30
children.
to. That's probably like 30 to 40 men.
I didn't mean dudes
A lot
like
of
that.
women.
I didn't mean
And a
dudes
bunch of
like
kids.
That. I
Yeah,
spent
yeah,
people.
sure.
I don't know if you know
I meant
anything
people.
about that time period,
It's
but
probably one or two women. It's probably one woman and 1 to 2 kids per man. I would estimate.
there was native people who really didn't like us.
And they had this really fun thing where they would be like, why are white people here? And then they would murder them all and scalp them for fun.
Other tribes didn't like other tribes, so if you just come in on a
Chill out.
territory,
Imagine being like totally foreign.
yeah.
And
Look,
half
dude,
of your community
Croatoan.
isn't good at fighting.
Croatoan. Yeah, Croatoan.
And
That was
there's
carved into
there's diseases and
into the
sickness.
palisade.
Which
Yeah.
White interpreted to mean the colonists had relocated to Croatoan Island before White could follow his lead.
No.
Jeez, Fox, people died so easily back then.
Yeah.
People die easily now.
What, Matt? Look up 1587 average lifespan.
It is.
Yeah, dude, fuck
It
around,
is
get
possible
smoked.
that
No, but they all-
they did.
I'm just
ingratiate
curious.
with the Native American tribes because that was a thing that was happening a little bit here
They
and there.
could've.
Dude,
So-
lifespans. See, the lifespan's not going to be right for back then because they take it off the whole population, and
Yeah, but I'm just curious.
babies died pretty easily back then. So that's like it's not as accurate.
So in the,
That's 1900.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
year 19. Yeah,
might
how long
not-
did the average person live in the 1500s?
How long did? Yeah,
People
just click
also
that.
ask.
Just 50 years.
50 years. Well, it's like, what are you even trying to justify, dude?
It was a lot easier to die back then.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. Is there was a lot more things that killed you.
They showed up on a boat, and the only reason they had to go there is somebody showed them a fucking picture, and we're like, "This is what's over there."
They didn't see
And you
it.
took their fucking word
it
for it.
wasn't even a picture; it was a crudely.
It was a
drawing.
drawing.
It might have just been a friggin' verbal description, dude.
Yeah, it's most likely.
And they're
what it
like, "You
was.
know what?
Imagine the people that go to
You're right. I
Greenland.
gotta go.
Pack up all the beer."
That's that.
We're getting outta
Well, that's
here.
that Louis C.K. joke where Christopher Columbus shows up and he's like, "This is India, right?" They're like, "No." He's like, "You guys are Indians, right?" They're like, "No." He's like, "Nah, you guys are Indians." He's like, and then the Indians killed them all. He's like, and they were like, "We're gonna show them Indians.
He's like,
this is
why
ours
did,
now."
Why did they kill us? Like,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck do you mean? Why did they kill you?
Like Louis C.K.'s bit on it is so fucking funny. He's like, nah, I think you guys are Indians, and this is India.
I do remember that.
Yeah, like, who dubbed them as Indians, dude?
Christopher Columbus, because he didn't
So
know where he
landed
was
in
going,
India.
Yeah.
and then he was Spanish that was hired by the Italians to come over here, or
Maps-
Italian
maps
that was hired by the Spanish to come over here.
Maps
Reminds
weren't
me.
that great back then.
Monday is Christopher Columbus Day, actually.
Yes, it is.
So this
Which is
airs
now Native American.
Indigenous
Indigenous People Day.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah,
So shout
you're
out to
listening
Indigenous
to it,
people.
dude,
Fuck
it
you,
was.
Christopher Columbus.
he was a terrible person,
It was Christopher
A lot of people were terrible
Columbus
back
Day.
then, though. Everybody was terrible.
and
back
he
then.
wasn't even the first person here.
No.
Leif Erikson was here first,
There's so many people here before him.
but Leif Erikson was the first person recorded to be here
Yeah, but why do you think Columbus is like...
because he
He
founded
was white and he found it at the right time and
formed colonies
and
here.
was able, like
They were able to kill enough indigenous people that they could stay here.
he was the most opportune person. He was the first, like that's what he was.
And they didn't come on
like
3
any-
ships.
Yeah,
They came with a fuck ton more.
a whole armada.
It wasn't the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, why is Leif Erikson not getting the
Just like
Because
true credit for it?
they didn't
Like, in all the
colonize here.
school books.
Because they didn't colonize here.
it's kind of the same
'Cause
thing as like
school
Tesla.
doesn't teach
Tesla
real
didn't get-
history.
Tesla didn't get his
Credit.
credit till like way after he died.
Nikola Tesla he's talking about.
I know.
Not talking about the car.
Yeah.
I'm well aware.
We just want to make sure, dude.
Well aware, dude.
But Leif Erikson didn't
dope,
didn't
man.
accomplish anything by coming here. His most notoriety
He
is
did,
fucking
though.
SpongeBob. Happy Leif Erikson Day.
Dude,
Hingen, Dingen, Durgan.
What he
Because they were
did- what he did
Vikings.
was establish relationships so that he could keep returning and coming back.
He was nice when he showed up. He didn't try to murder everybody.
Yeah.
He made fair trade.
Exactly. That was the difference.
I don't like it.
So, boys, I was going to have some delicious jam to go for us to try this week that we had talked about. The Jabuti Kaba jam. Or what is
That's
it
my
from
jam.
A while,
It used to be our
from a while back.
Outrageous.
But fucking Jeff Bezos is being a prick, and the shit still hasn't been delivered. It was supposed to be delivered on, like, Thursday or something like that.
I have a
So-
pretty good feeling this stuff is harvested by like indigenous people and shipping it to this country.
I have a pretty good feeling I'm going to elbow Jeff Bezos in the nose if I ever see him in person, which is a slim chance. But if
very
I
slim
catch him
chance.
walking on the
You just
same
wanna hang
street
out
I'm
where you
walking
hang
on,
Big nose chef, dude.
big nose Jeff,
You guys strike.
He's gonna
Big
find
Nose
out.
Chef?
you're going to, he's going to get a bow.
I hope you run his pockets because I have a feeling homie's carrying some cash.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to run his pockets along with everybody else in the world because I have the perfect pay-per-view event, all right? We're going to broadcast it. You and CJ can be the commentators because you're going to be part of the main event. All
Just
right?
like, oh no, you're all right.
We can brainstorm. We can brainstorm the preliminaries and whatnot, but you're going to be in the main event with me.
Okay.
And the main event is going to be
Who we fighting?
in the center of the ring.
Are you serious?
That's right. Oh, yeah. I love how you're in on it.
Who we fighting?
Thank you,
dude?
buddy. That's a true friend right there. So he
What's
just
going
right
on,
away.
dude? Who we
He's
fucking
in.
fighting?
He said,
Stone
"Who we
Cold
fighting?"
Juice
We're ready.
Austin.
I picked the right man. Hell yeah!
Who we fighting?
Hacksaw
dude?
Juice
What's happening?
Duggan.
What's
So-
going on?
Juice is gonna Juicebox versus Magnus Carlsen, center ring.
Magnus, I'm
in the
coming
chest-
for your
in
bitch
the
ass,
chest
baby.
bowl.
And Big Jeff Bezos, you're on the fucking.
Meanwhile, me and Jeff Bezos
Tables,
bare
ladders,
knuckle
and chairs.
box around them in a Hell in a Cell, no halls bar wrestling match.
Well, wait, am
He's in
I
pretty good
fighting
shape now.
Magnus or am I just playing
You're
him
playing
in a game
chess.
of civilized
you,
chess?
You play civilized chess and try to maintain a nice.
Not only
normal
does Juice
chess
get his ass kicked in
while
chess,
chaos goes on around you.
Dude, the pieces won't. First off, I'm not good
No,
at
they're gonna
chess.
be magnetic. They won't
Maybe.
go flying. We'll work.
Magnus, I am to you, dude, but don't fucking worry about it right now.
So that's the main event. I think it's gonna be.
The pieces are gonna bounce, dude.
We're
They
gonna
won't
get a
even look
special
like it'll be,
chessboard.
Like magnetic,
We'll get it. We'll get that taken
magnetic
care of.
chessboard.
Yeah, we'll have that taken care of.
Okay.
somehow Matt's gonna get slept by Jeff Bezos, and Juice gets his ass kicked by Magnus Carlsen in
I'm
chess.
not
taking
possible.
I'm taking Magnus out with the chessboard, dude, and then I'm
Have you-
fucking finishing Big Nose Bezos off if he fucking
Have you
slips him.
have
dude.
you ever seen chess boxing? They
Hell yeah,
literally
dude.
play chess and wear a glove on the other hand. And you make a move and then
Jesus.
fucking rock the other person. And it's literally like who can be
yeah.
least concussed while playing chess.
That's ridiculous.
That's how I
Who
learned
turns
how
into
to
checkers?
play, dude. I trained playing chess boxing. Magnus doesn't stand a chance, dude.
Oh yeah. Well, that's good. That means you'll be ready for anything.
Yeah, dude, but I'm gonna fucking smoke him so fast, dude. Like then I'm gonna.
I just
want to
see Juice on the opposite side of the board with like a joint in his mouth and just looking at him.
Meanwhile, there's two people bare knuckle boxing behind him.
Just Ashley.
Blood
He's just blowing as much smoke into Magnus's face as possible to try and
Magnus.
win this. Make him as uncomfortable as he can.
Me and him might end up being friends, but like, dude, you get a fucking load of these guys back here. Dude.
You guys
What
just
are
put
they
your chairs on
doing?
the same side. You're just
Yeah, we're
watching.
just watching.
Meanwhile, I got Jeff Bezos in a figure four leg lock right next to him. I'm like, tap, motherfucker, tap. And Juicebox is
He's
like,
in pretty good shape, Matt.
what do you mean? Look at me. Look at me. I don't care how good a shape he's in. He's fucking like 68.
Not like he's that old.
He's not that old,
I'll give him
dude.
fucking osteoporosis.
You'll give him osteoporosis. I mean, maybe.
Some people get skulls.
That's how bad I'll
others
whoop his ass. I'll fucking make Jeff Bezos shoes. What did I
58.
say?
He's 50.
You said 68.
He said
Ah, yeah,
68.
that's fucking close enough.
At
He's so
68,
old.
I'd give you better
You're
odds.
10 years off.
Yeah, it's,
I still kick his ass.
a lot's gonna happen in 10 years. He's gonna be a fucking mechanic. He's gonna be like a biomech dude.
Jeff Bezos, no.
Yeah, dude.
The only
Watch
thing he's
it.
gonna beat me at is income.
And not outcome.
Hey, there's a
And not
signature. We
outcome,
can
though, right?
let's write some checks.
How big is he? How tall is he?
He's gonna be writing me a check when I smoke him and Magnus in this fucking game like that, dude.
See how tall is he? It's got to be in that.
They're done.
He's 5'7". He's a little fucker.
Matt's got reach on him.
This guy's fucking. He's what? He's 7 inches shorter than me.
He's my height, dude.
Oh, you practice on him.
I don't need to practice. What's his weight?
I don't know
Shoe
if he's that
size.
small of a dude.
Say shoe size.
He's about 150 pounds.
Yeah.
Right. He's not that many pounds off of you,
I'll take him.
I got 15 pounds on him.
and a lot more height. You're right. You're right.
I got like 25.
You just got to
pounds
lean on him. You got to make him tired. You just got to lean on him, Matt.
but-
Keep tying him up in the clinch. You got to lean on him.
Lean
Make him
on
tired.
me.
Yeah, he's literally. It'd be like me fighting Juice Box.
He looks like a mall cop, dude.
I was gonna say, is that Magnum PI?
It's Magnus
He-
and him together.
He looks muscular because he's tiny. He's little. That's a little man.
What are you trying to say?
You're
Wait.
5'8", 5'7".
I think Joe
I'm
Rogan's only
closer to-
5'6".
No, you're
No,
dude.
Joey's on that.
You're like 5.
I don't think he
He's
is.
like 5'8".
Yeah, Joe Rogan's a tank.
I think he's like
though.
5'6", 200
He's
pounds.
200 pounds.
Yeah, he's,
I think
yeah,
he's,
that's what I'm
definitely
saying.
taller than
No,
5'6".
look up his height. I'll tell you. I'm pretty sure I'm like pretty close because I think he's as tall as my dad.
He's 5. Yeah, he's only like 5'6",
5'7". He's as tall as my dad.
Just says 5'8".
Oh, it fucking came up and said,
It always gives you more inches, though.
Yeah.
It always does.
yeah, if you look at my height, it's gonna say I'm 6'2".
Where is it going to say that?
Oh, my driver's
Where,
license.
where on Google
Yeah,
is it
Joe
going to say
Rogan's
your height is
190
6'2"?
pounds.
Yeah.
He's, yeah.
That's 20. That's
And shredded.
25 Yeah, that's like that I would be afraid of.
And kicks like a mule.
Juice, you're not 5'7".
And you can't kick like a mule.
5'7".
How tall are you?
5'10". And I know that
You're
for
probably
a fact.
like 5'8", 5'9", because you're not that much shorter than him.
I'm 5'10" because I'm 70 inches tall.
You're not 5'7".
I just got
Juice.
measured.
And you're not 5'7".
You want me to go get a tape measure?
I'm 5'10".
You can do this live.
I know that
I
for a
think I'm
fact. I know that for
5'7".
a
We
fact
can
'cause I
measure
just had
me,
a
dude,
physical.
live. I don't give a fuck.
I just had a physical, and I am 5'10" on the dot.
Really? I would put money in the Juice is like 5'9", 5'8 and a half.
I am not 5'9", but I'm flattered.
I'm 5'10". I'm way
You're
taller
not
than
that
I'm
short.
I'm way taller than him. I'm taller than him.
Stand up right now.
I'll stay up.
Fuck this.
Fucking hit the bell, dude. Hit the bell. All right. Let's go.
Pull your hands tight down to your head. Hold on, let me stand
Yeah,
up.
Matt.
Here, dude, go back to back. Go back to back with this fool.
Hey, you are a good bit taller than him.
It's a couple inches.
I don't think you're pushing down my hair.
If he's 3 inches, if he's 3 inches taller than me, he's 5'10". I'm
might be
5'7".
close, dude,
What are
but
we talking here?
No, it's a couple inches.
What are we talking here?
I don't know. I feel like you're a tall
His
5'7"
ass
and you're
sits
5'7".
on top of my ass, dude. So like he's
What shoes is he in?
The back to back,
We're
he
both-
was
he's
like,
in moccasins, and I'm in.
Okay,
flat
They're both in
bottom
basically
Yeah.
the same shoes.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Because these shoes that I'm wearing currently make me like half an inch taller.
I want stilettos.
I don't know. I feel like you're taller. But
No, I have
either way,
these shoes on. These make me fucking taller. Like
I'll s-
significantly.
I'll sleep Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
I'm
sleep him
5'10",
too, dude. Let's go. Big
5'10",
nose
200.
Bezos.
How tall is Magnus Carlsen?
206 pounds.
Dude, Magnus's height is irrelevant. I'm taking him out with the magnetic weighted chessboard, dude. He's done for.
Juice Box gonna have to have 2 butt plugs in there, because his butt is gay.
Yeah, but I don't understand Morse
Magnus
code.
is
And I still
5'7",
Yeah, let's go,
150
son.
pounds.
I got about-
I got the same size.
I got like 20. I got like 20 pounds on him, dude. So
And a
let's
gay
go.
butt.
Huh?
Another
What'd you say?
You know those cone dog toys? You know what I'm talking about?
Kongs?
Yeah, that's what Juice is gonna use to give him the signals. We're gonna have to. We need something sizable.
That's
Now.
my dog's
Dude, I don't know
favorite
Morse.
toy.
Dude, I don't know Morse code.
He's over here winning with a butt plug. Meanwhile, I'm in the corner shoving one up Jeff Bezos' ass
From Amazon.
that I just ordered in the beginning of the match, and it gets delivered halfway through.
Next day shipping, motherfucker.
And that's how I make him tap.
How's this for Prime?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
You gonna up the charges again? You know when it says out for delivery, doesn't show up for 2 days.
Fuck you. We want our fucking Jabuta Kava Jam, Jeffrey. Give us our goddamn Jabuta Kava Jam, Jeffrey. This is how you act when you're angry, Jeffrey.
Sick of it, Jeffrey.
Instead of out for
Thank
delivery,
you.
Matt, in for delivery.
He gets a text message on his phone of the picture at the door. You just shoving it in him.
What, to go in a cave?
Yeah, we're coming for your ass, dude.
Wait a minute.
I need a sexy bell button.
Ding, ding.
I said 4, not in.
Okay, just want to make sure.
So we're coming
just wanna make
for
sure.
your ass, dude.
Gay butt throws me off. I was make
dude,
sure if it got anywhere else.
Dude, how do I have a gay butthole? I still don't understand this.
It's something you're born with. It's not something you choose.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah, but you guys are the ones telling me that I have a gay butthole, dude. Like, I don't
We came to
listen.
the conclusion out of this table. You put us all together. You've had more fingers and things up your ass than anybody at this table.
Fingers and things.
Fingers, yeah.
And you paid for it.
Juice boxes. Butthole.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Juice
not
boxes.
yet, dude.
Butthole. Fingers and things. Emporium.
And other stuff you can
didn't-
sit on.
Yeah, but I didn't voluntarily have my butthole probed though, dude. Do you understand
I mean,
this,
did
though?
you go to the hospital willingly?
Yeah, did you
I
not get
willingly-
charged
I
a bill
willingly-
for the services?
I willingly went to the hospital,
All right.
stayed there for 8 days, and
Hold on,
got
hold on.
charged
This is
$7,000
another good point.
after
This is another good point.
insurance, But
After the first time, did you stay?
I mean,
Well, it's hard to leave your abusers right away. I'll give him that.
dude,
He had
I-
Stockholm syndrome.
they had to keep running tests on me, dude. I couldn't leave yet.
That's too damn bad!
That's what I'm saying. I asked
the
to
kids
leave.
are calling
and
it
I'm
out tests. I'm
Listen, dude.
glad,
he's-
I'm glad you made it out of the mud.
Thank you.
And they made it in it.
You serious? Don't hit a button after that, dude.
Give it to me.
What is it? They say. What is it?
What's that, bro?
What the fuck is that?
It's what?
What the hell is that?
What in tarnation is that?
Is it?
I'm gonna give you guys a new phobia.
I don't need another phobia, dude.
Does it involve holes in things?
Thalassophobia. So last week I told you I was going to give you something that's more in a category. This is a phobia. So
Would
you
never
have-
guessed.
You would have to tell me what is the phobia of? What is the person that what is one who has thalassophobia? What are they afraid
What do they
of?
fear?
What do they fear?
Am I
Yeah.
going first?
Yes,
This is
you
one
are.
of the things I
Hold-
fear.
Let me get my Jimmy up.
You're
Go
good.
ahead.
You're good. It's not gonna take 20 seconds. This is one thing I fear, and this for some reason came right to my mind: paper cuts between the fingers.
That's a good one. That's a good straight answer.
Thalassophobia. Fear
Hold
of
on,
paper
Juice.
cuts in the fingers.
No, between
In
the
between fingers.
like here, like the little
Oh,
web.
and the webs, dude.
Yeah.
Those blow.
But it's kind of I don't know.
Those suck with
Juice
metal
box?
too, dude.
20 seconds on the clock.
Thalassophobia. The fear of being in the background of someone's selfie.
So the fear of an
The
accidental
fear
photo
of being
bomb.
in
Well, you said
someone.
this-
Yeah, dude. The fear of being photographed, but in
So Amish.
maybe.
No, they don't show up. They're like vampires.
You see close.
And a stink lines.
Oh man,
Like the Charlie Brown.
they'll make your shoes.
That's
That's why
true.
I
They
would ask
would.
questions.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't. They just be
They'd be like,
like,
this is definitely from an animal.
What are you gonna do? Call the cops?
that would be $100 now.
Yeah, like you want the nipples on the tongues? You want them on like? Do you want them in the soles? Like, what are we talking here?
Nipples on the tongues.
Nipples on the tongues, dude. I
Do you
think
want
it's
us to
the
make you a
best.
bonnet now too?
Hey there, Woofty.
20 seconds, Anthony.
Fear of mice.
Fear of mice. Okay.
Is this something that we would have a fear of? That's what you said at the beginning. You're gonna give us a new phobia.
Yeah, a new phobia.
Well, one of you has it.
What?
One of you has it.
Interesting.
It's a fear of a gay butthole.
That's not a guess.
One of you has it. Only one. And I know this for a fact. I'll put money on it that only one of you has it. That's how confident I am. Only one of you has it. I like to say which one, but only one of you has it. All right?
Questions.
Carl? Asking all these questions. Why are you asking all these questions? Making statements?
Which one of us is it?
Yeah, which one of us is it?
Yeah, that's not a fair question.
Why isn't it?
It's
Because that Kind
It's the one with facial
right.
hair.
Is it all right? I got a
Fucking
question.
shit,
I got a
dude.
question. Is it common? Like, is it like
That's
a
what I
is
was
it like a
gonna
common occurrence? Could it be a common occurrence?
Probably if you live a certain lifestyle, maybe.
No, you can't fucking
No, that's
like. Is it like a common fear?
yeah.
Give me a second.
What, like 1 in 500 people have this or something?
1 in 8.
1 in 8.
It's pretty fucking common.
Yeah.
It's fairly
common.
common.
Like I said, I know for a fact only one person here has this.
That's interesting.
So, 1 in 8. Juicebox, what would you like to know?
Does it have to do with water, dude?
It does have to do with water.
This might be my fear.
Anthony?
Is it wrong? Does it involve animals?
As in, like, can animals
No.
have this
No, like is it a
phobia?
fear of like like an animal?
No.
Yeah, like
Oh,
in
like
the water.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is not.
no aminals.
No animals. Carl, you've got 20 seconds.
I'm gonna say it's like the fear of something like the fear of being in the water where you can't see the bottom.
All right. Juice.
That was pretty much mine. The fear of, like, dark water. Like, just...
Why has it got to be dark,
Yeah,
Juice?
we already got over this.
So do you mean like being in the water at dark?
Like
You got 5 seconds, because that, I mean,
Nah,
dark. What do you mean
not-
by
not-
dark
not
water?
Like the water's dark.
Just
Where you can't
just
see the
like
bottom,
it's
that's
just
what
so
it'd be.
yeah, like it's just so fucking deep, dude. It's
So-
like
fear of deep water.
literally what
water.
Carl said. Like that was my guess. I don't even have a bullshit guess. To
Well, I
fill
would
in the blank
interpret
with that.
Carl's to mean where like even not just depth, but also like
as in like
dirty
it's just like dirty Jersey
yeah, like-
water type thing.
yeah, fear
Okay.
of deep water. All right,
Yeah, fear of deep water.
Anthony.
Fear of a sinking ship.
That's pretty fucking scary. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking
Well,
terrifying.
one in
we all
eight
have
people,
that. I think
but
we all have that.
but 1 in 8 people.
I'd
I
say
mean, some
more than
people
1 in
won't go
8.
on. Some people won't go on boats because of fear of it sinking.
Yeah, they go on planes, and planes can sink.
All right, so like,
It's harder
who's-
for a plane to sink though. It's got to crash and then sink.
So who gets the winning button, dude? Does anybody win?
One of you wins.
Oh shit, dude.
Thalassophobia is the fear of the ocean or fear of deep water.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, dude. I know that shit was a phobia. Hey,
So
I got
it's
the,
deep water in specific.
hey, I got the party
So,
lights on, dude. Fucking
I gotta
100%, baby.
give Juice 5 points because he said deep water, but I think Carl's got to get 4
I was
points
gonna say force fair.
because that like
It's
he's-
the
only
same
thing he
thing.
didn't say is deep. Like
That's what I think. Like where you can't see the bottom.
yeah,
it's gotta be-
but you could also be like you said, like
A
you could be
murky
Jersey
water.
where it's 20 feet deep and you can't see the
It's murky water.
And I,
It'd be
I
5
mean,
feet deep. You
that-
can't see the fucking bottom.
That's scary too. I would
Yeah.
say I have
Step
more
on those
issue with
horseshoe
that
crabs?
than I would have issue with being in the middle of the ocean where the water's you can see pretty deep into
I would
it
be
it's
too because
generally
like the chances of that you're in the middle of the ocean and you're in the water of an actual fish being near you is very
slim.
yeah.
Very
That's what
slim.
it's like. That's like I'm not afraid of going in the ocean, dude. I've gone in Jersey water, Delaware water, all that dirt shit. But like, it's the ridiculous
Where you're out.
ridiculous hypothetical of like you're in the water and like for like 100 feet each way, you just see this gnarly mouth coming
So-
up, and it's just the fucking most terrifying concept.
Did you ever have
So
that
if
fear
you
as a
were-
kid in a swimming
Like
pool
ever.
at night?
Dude, also look up fucking theories of some of the largest ocean creatures
hear what
that
I
have
said,
ever
though?
existed. It is the most terrifying thing.
Well, here's
hear what
the
I
question,
said?
though.
I'll make this shit 4 of 8 people. Will
I'm gonna
have
ask you a
this
third
fear.
time.
I'm sorry.
Did you hear what I said?
I didn't.
Did you
I'm
have
so
that fear as a
terrified.
kid in like a swimming pool at night where you can't see in the water?
No. I swam in swimming pools.
Well, here's the
at
question
night.
though. So
That wasn't a fear.
But like
Juice.
kids have that where they'll like you go in a pool at night and because you're in water you can't see. It's just like a mind game where they're like could be a shark in the pool.
Nah,
So-
that didn't bug me.
So, I would hate to be lost at sea. Period. I wouldn't want to be lost in the middle of the sea. But if we were out on like a yacht and in the middle of the ocean,
fuck
and
are we
like,
gonna be
let's
on a
jump
yacht?
off. Well, it's just hypothetical.
When he beats Jeff Bezos.
No, but in my hypothetical,
That's the only way we're
Oh, yeah,
making this
that's right.
money.
The Carl's on my corner.
no, my hypothetical involves a creature so large it would
Well,
swallow
that's
the
what
whole
I'm gonna.
yacht.
Hold on, let me finish
wouldn't
my
feel
question
it.
here.
Yeah,
So, like, if we
when you
were out on
met
no, if we were out on the yacht, I would have no issue jumping in and swimming around for a while and then jumping back on the boat. I know you wouldn't. You wouldn't either. Would you have an issue with that? Like, would you be able to just jump off the yacht?
I could-
Knowing you
and
can't touch
swim?
bottom.
Knowing that
Knowing
you're
if I could touch
10,000 feet below
No,
you
you touch
is
bottom,
the
you
bottom
die.
of the earth, like the floor of the ocean.
Because you put it that way, you probably just fucked up my future yacht owning.
I don't think that
like,
fucked
I
up
don't
your
the
future
worst
yacht.
expense.
that definitely.
All right,
I don't
Juice.
think that is now why I'm not gonna look up buying yachts anymore. I'm not looking them up anymore, dude. I was looking at this one for $17,500, and now I'm just not interested.
All right.
I don't know if you can call
Say
that a
it-
yacht.
Say we're
No,
down.
no, it was a
That's a
baby yacht.
yacht.
It was a baby
A
yacht.
yacht.
Yeah.
Say we're down at my beach house and I take you out on our boat and we're in 40 feet of water. Can you jump out and swim and be fine with that?
When I went down to Maryland, we rented a fucking boat and we went out, and I jumped out.
And you had no
out.
problem just treading water, like it didn't freak you out.
Nah. I mean, I've also done it in like super deep lakes before too. It's just like in the moment it doesn't terrify me, but I've also never been in like the middle of the ocean.
Well, you're better off. in the
Like,
middle
I've
of the
never-
ocean.
Yeah,
Well,
you're way better in the middle of the
That's what I was
ocean than
gonna
you
say.
are in
I
a
would be
bay.
I'd be more worried in the bay because there's way more.
There's way more
more
animals in
activity
a
than that.
proximity of you.
Yeah.
Where in the ocean, the chances of being around anything big
when I
are
was in-
so
When
slim.
I go to Lake
Look up the
Champlain,
sea creatures, though. Dude.
No,
It's
I'm not
fucking
saying that
terrifying.
they're not there. I'm saying the chances of you being near one in the ocean, it's so vast. It's such a small percentage.
No, don't look up that. Look up like mythical fucking or like theories of like the of ridiculous
Could
sea
you give me-
creatures.
give him
Give him words. Give him words.
Oh my, hold on.
Why don't you just look up
No,
diver
I mean,
next
I'm-
to Goliath grouper and you will realize how big these giant dumb fish are.
No, I'm just
So-
gonna theory of Yeah, I know I'm on cap lock.
Just do theory
It's the way
of,
Jesus'
like,
brain
large-
works. It's
No.
caps lock.
of huge sea creatures or like sea monsters.
So I
or
will say
something.
it's kinda eerie, like-
ridiculous.
I
I'm
was
Tom
on-
saying I'm typing it the exact way you said it.
8 debunked conspiracy theories of
So when I was in Lake Champlain, it is kind of eerie when you have the fish finder on and you're just cruising on the boat, and then it goes to 400 feet.
yeah.
Really quite a bit.
Yeah, fuck that shit,
It's
dude.
a lake. It's a fucking lake.
All right, so like in history, I don't remember exactly what this was about, but there was a thing called the bloop, or like the blip, or like the bloop or something. Like it was this bloop. Yeah, it was exactly that. It was picked up. It was picked up on sonar and or some type of like radar thing. It was picked up on, and the only way that this thing could have made that sound from like where it was like estimated it was picked up from would have been like the most massive underwater creature ever, or they think they caught the sound of like tectonic plates fucking shifting or something. I don't know, but like there's like a mysterious blue
What'd that
bird.
sound like?
God damn it.
Tectonic plates?
But there's some called like the bloop, dude, and like they like some people theorized that it was the largest sea creature like in history that no one has
you
yet
search
to
the bloop?
discover. But like,
No, I didn't know I was
you don't have
supposed
to
to.
look.
They
it up,
just
dude.
I
was
found
saying.
the 14 unexplained 14 mysteries the ocean scientists can't explain by Tina Don Vito.
Well, speaking
All
of the
right,
bloop,
rest
real
in
quick,
peace,
speaking
Don
of
Vito.
Speaking of the bloop, real quick, I just saw there was an article written up that they thought they picked up a megalodon on a like big like basically a fish finder.
Maybe this is what I'm talking about. I
But
don't know.
hold on, but moments later it was debunked because it was a group of fish swimming just in that form. It looks perfectly like a giant shark.
I'm sure that's like an evolution thing where they like
Fish
run
will
that.
school like that so that they look
They
like.
thought they're like,
They
holy
appear to be
shit.
They did
there's a
that- they did
massive
that in
shark,
Nemo.
And then it broke apart.
They showed fish doing that in Nemo.
Yeah, doing different.
They would do different
and
shapes.
shit.
Yeah, so they thought it was megalodon, but then it broke apart into a bunch of.
Dude, the water's
fish.
fascinating. And like certain clips you see of people diving in the ocean, like along certain reefs and shit, it's the most beautiful thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, what you're about to read, dude, is terrifying. Like the fact that like 95% of the ocean
you're-
floor has not been touched.
Yeah, when you get a chance, Matt, look up Goliath grouper next to diver. and look at
They're huge, dude.
these fucking
we
fish
looked that
are.
up before, dude. They're huge.
We already went over that.
Going on?
But those fish are massive, and
They're massive.
and there's another one. I think what are they called? Are they called sunfish, ocean sunfish,
Sunfish. Yeah,
the
they're
giant,
sunfish.
Yeah, they're
and they
dumb.
just float.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
we
dumb.
talked about those too.
They're the
That was
dumbest
like
fish.
an early
Yeah,
episode.
they're like you were pissed off because it's like the dumbest fish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they're just
They don't
huge.
do anything.
It was
They just
literally-
have a
that was like-
bladder in them that
you
lets them
hate
float in
that
the
fish.
That
current.
would have been like episode like 13.
Yeah, it was an
14. That
old
was
episode.
early.
You wanted to scrap hard with that
Yeah,
fish,
fuck
dude.
that fish, stupid ass, ugly.
But they're just
dumbass.
massive. They're just these giant fucking dinner plates.
I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know what article I saw before, but some of these drawings and pictures that people like fucking made of these creatures are terrifying. It is some of like the most ridiculous shit ever.
It's the biggest graveyard in the world.
You haven't
What,
seen
the
my
ocean?
backyard.
The ocean. Yeah.
I mean, for fish, but there's definitely more people
people.
buried on land than there is people in water,
That's a penis fish.
right?
Well, it's not like
It's an
No,
oarfish.
it's an oarfish.
I think
We
it's
talked
just
about
the
these
biggest
There's gotta be
too.
way more people buried on land than there are that.
Yeah, there is, but I
that
think
are
I think
in
they say it's the
water.
biggest graveyard because like graveyards on land are like
Oh, I
all over the
gotcha.
place,
Yeah,
and the ocean they take as like
gotcha.
There's more dead things in there than anywhere else, probably.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Again,
I don't
you
know-
guys have
I don't
never
know
seen
why I
my
saw this
backyard.
shit
I seen a
before.
video
I'll
the
see if
other
I can
day of a
find
guy
it.
debating oceans. It was actually really interesting.
About how they're all one ocean.
Yeah, it's
and they're-
one ocean.
It is. Yeah, they all connect.
Because the
but
only
it
thing that
is.
separates them is tides.
it's different. It's just different sections of the ocean.
Yeah. He's
Which is actually technically true. There is, it's all one sea. Sea is like the whole thing, and then ocean is the section. Like it's like Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean.
Not
It's
so
all a different
specific
part
ocean.
of the sea. But the sea is the sea.
But that, like, he had this whole thing. He's like, no, fuck that. He goes, how are you going to tell me it changes from here to there?
Yeah.
And he was showing pictures where the line is. Like, if they laid a map over, like, the actual terrain where the line is, he goes, you're going to tell me this and this are different.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's a stupid concept.
I think they separate on tidal lines. I think that's actually how the oceans separate.
All right,
Because you can see it in South America. There's a spot where the oceans run opposite. Like one goes left and one goes right, like right next to each other, and it's just brackish water in between.
Juice is pulling.
It's
ahead
really
over
weird.
here.
Don't forget to give me my 4 points.
I get.
Nah,
I
dude,
did.
man. So like the Kraken, it says that like in mythology at least they say that it's about 1.5 miles in fucking width, like with how long its tentacles are and shit.
Well, it'd
So,
have
like,
to be.
like 1.5
Yeah.
miles.
But like the thing is, like they always say they attack ships,
Huge.
but like what would an animal get out of eating a wooden ship?
Well, we're also talking about the same people that fucked manatees, and we're like, it's the
My point
mermaids.
is-
They're real women.
My point is, if there was something that big, what did it eat?
Whole bunch of little
It could
things.
have eaten
It would have
whales,
had to.
could've
It would have
eaten
had to
sharks, it
clear massive sections to eat
Yeah,
enough
and
food a
who's
day.
to say that the ocean wasn't loaded with sharks before, dude?
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
loaded.
I'm just saying.
Maybe that's why.
Is that a lanternfish?
Maybe that's why evolution has given smaller fish the ability to prosper and like live in.
That's pretty sketchy.
Yeah, fuck that thing.
This is-
Keith has a
this
tattoo of that.
article is-
Lanternfish.
This article is 20 real fish that don't look real. So that's a real jellyfish, and it definitely does not look real. That's pretty fucking
It's
cool.
a goddamn alien.
There's people that think octopus came from another planet.
Like the Leviathan is another one,
Blobfish.
dude. Like that's another gnarly friggin' spoken about creature.
Same with the basilisk, the giant snake.
It's like a sea dragon.
Christmas tree worms.
Whoa, those are neat. This fucking shit out of my face, best life.
Jeff Bezos.
You, Jeff Bezos, gonna get the same fucking beating.
Those are pretty sweet.
Those are sweet. And I love how the coral looks like snow. I think that adds to it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's like salt buildup or.
Yeah, there's
What
a
that-
white one though. You see the pure white one?
Yeah,
Oh
over here,
yeah,
there's a
maybe
couple
maybe
of
it's
them.
just part of.
The goblin sharks are fucking crazy
Those are
looking
neat.
too.
Clown frogfish.
Yeah, like sea life is fascinating as fuck, but it's also terrifying.
Back.
Yeah, it's because I'm trying to make this a little smaller so you can see it like all at once. But as soon as I go a little smaller, that fucking ad gets in the way.
That
You
is a
can't get
dope
rid of it.
fish.
Fangtooth. Look at that fucking thing.
That thing's probably little.
Look how pitch black it is in the background because of where it is, like how deep that thing is.
Well, you can tell by their eyes.
Yeah.
It's probably blind for the rest of its fucking life because
Yeah,
you
anyway,
flashed the
what do you
camera
think
at
that. Yeah, that has to have an
No,
effect
no,
on
no, no, they're born blind. Those fish are blind. Well, some of those fish are blind, like that live.
Well, they probably
Speaking of
have really
that-
On the bottom of the
fragile
ocean
light
floor.
receptors.
Speaking of that,
'cause
did
they're
you
not
know
used to it.
sharks can't see red light?
You know, a lot of animals can't see red light.
But that's why. Well, I know like
That's
with
why
hunting and stuff
Roxanne
like
never
that.
turned it out.
You couldn't see it.
No, because
But-
it was for the animals. She didn't have to turn out the red light.
When they dive down in like the mini subs to take like
That
videos
thing
and
is
stuff,
Sketchy.
they shut all the lights off on the outside of the mini subs and they turn red lights on so that they can watch the sea creatures and they don't know they're there.
Same with cameras. Like they have like the same shit with like cameras, like it won't pick up on like a red light flash versus like a white light flash where it will. Oh, it's weird.
Okay.
I don't know. How the fuck do they know that they can see other colors though?
Well, octopus can see more
They have-
spectrum than any other animal.
It's not that we know they can see more colors, is we can study their eyes and see that they have more receptors, light receptors than us. Like humans have like
Yeah, they
I think
can
it's
like,
like
refract
13 light receptors
differently.
or something like that, and like an octopus has like 60.
Yeah, they can see the full
Like it's
ray
ridiculous.
of
They can see
light.
and like different. That's why like, animals can
Octopuses are dope, dude.
see. Animals
Octopi.
can see.
Whatever.
So the reason that tigers are orange are actually because it appears more green to them because like their light receptors are like different. So like,
They blend in pretty well. They
better.
blend in even as orange. They blend in
Yeah,
pretty
but
well. to the
even like
forest.
yeah, so like it's weird. So, but we don't know for certain what they see.
Yeah.
We're just
You can
guessing.
just
I mean,
guess
for how
off
many
of,
years
like-
did they think dogs were colorblind?
Yeah.
How many times did people say that?
Yeah.
Like, dogs can't see color. They can see color.
I still say that.
Dude, look up the proboscis worm. It is the gnarliest fucking sea worm.
It might be on here, dude.
It's a scramp.
It could be.
I think we talked about this too.
I feel like I remember this word.
Proboscis fucking
Oh, maybe it was a monkey that we talked about. Wasn't that the one with the big
sea
nose?
Proboscis monkey. Yeah, that we
Yeah,
talked about. That.
I remember
The
that.
dick nose.
It's
Yeah.
spelled the same way, but the proboscis worm.
Does it also have a
It's
big
probably
nose?
because it looks like a dick. That's probably the.
It
the-
grows up to 2 meters and it'll just eat fucking.
So 6 feet.
Yeah, so
What will it eat?
so a 6 foot anything. It eats anything off of the bottom of the ocean floor.
What do you mean anything?
Anything. It's just a fucking grub thing. Like it. I mean, those are small looking ones, but
There's a
I don't
mouth.
know, dude.
What do
The
you mean?
picture,
It can't
dude,
eat
look at the picture I'm
anything.
looking at, dude.
Yeah, I've seen those. It shoots out its mouth like that. And that's like all. It's like
Looks like a lower intestine. Just
It does
laying
that to
on the
look
ground.
bigger.
It looks
I
like
think
a
they-
giant
no,
thing
it's how
like
like
intestines,
eats and
dude.
like
Look at this
checks
picture
out
of it.
its.
It's just a giant fucking.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, it's
It kind of looks like
nasty.
intestines. What was that thing called?
Terrible claw lobster.
Damn, how are they gonna fucking dog that thing like that?
right? They couldn't even give it a good name. That's a penis shark.
Dude, the frilled shark is also terrifying too. Oh yeah,
Dude, pay
I was
attention.
looking at it on my
dude,
phone,
what are you
dude. I'm
doing?
sorry.
He's on
part of this- are
Facebook
you
Marketplace
part of
looking
this
at
I have
Bentleys.
a list of creatures
Dude,
that
look
will
at
catch
those
a fucking
fucking
elbow if I
teeth,
ever
dude.
see him, dude. On site, they'll get
All
it.
sharks have
Yeah,
rows
dude,
of
look at
teeth
those.
like that.
I know,
They
but
look
those
a
are
little
like
profound.
Yeah, those
those
teeth are
look
wicked.
like fucking Christ. And why does it
They
look like
grow
a
like
dick?
horizontally, dude. They spin and grow out
Like a
like.
fucking
They're a big old gray cock.
yeah, leafy sea dragon.
That's neat.
That's cool. It looks like it does
That's
look like
sick.
just like dead seaweed, just floating in the breeze.
Seahorses, males get pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
You
They
guys
carry
just
the
all
baby.
gotta spout out your random nautical facts. It seems that's what you're going with.
That's pretty much all I got.
No, I'm just no. dude.
I just got
I
tons
don't
of
know.
random
The
fucking.
polka dot
Pokemon.
nudie branch.
That looks like a Pokemon.
It does look like a Pokemon.
That's a polka dot nudie branch.
It kind of does look like one. It's sweet.
What, a polka dot
Pocket monster?
nudie branch?
You know, it's like a Pokemon, dude.
A nudie branch.
Yeah,
Oh, they're a sea slug.
It's a nudie branch.
Over 3,000.
Polka dot nudie branch.
Sea peen. It does look like a sea peen.
You know what?
Those are pretty cool.
Ribs for her pleasure.
Is that a sea cucumber?
Polyp.
It's a
Just looks
polyp.
like-
Yeah, Juice doesn't have any of those.
Not
looks
anymore.
Like, it looks like the shell of a lobster, dude. Just like the outside.
Triggerfish.
These ones that are these ones that have the
Yes.
diamond teeth?
Yes.
Yeah. Needs to
They're like
brush.
candy corn.
You need to brush them motherfuckers.
They do look like candy corn.
Anybody here like
Castle
candy corn?
Wobblegong. Wobblegong.
Candy corn, dude.
Get the fuck out
If
of
you
here.
bring a bag in, I will tear that. shit
That
up,
looks
dude.
like a weathered sea, like a manta
carpet.
ray.
Yeah, like
Like just like a fucking beat up.
He's like, I've
seen some
it's like
shit.
an old-
seen some
It's like, I was in Nam in '74.
it's like an old like Persian fucking
Persian
doormat.
rug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a doormat though.
Viperfish. That looks
That thing
fucking
is sick, dude.
That shit's pretty fast.
Yo, did you ever see the picture? Speaking of rugs, you ever see the? I think it's from the Roman age. There's a part in Italy where the rug is still there, and you could see like it went with the road, but the rug is still like it's still there. It's outside, but it's onto this cobblestone, and the rug is like a part of it.
What, like fossilized or something?
No,
What do
it's,
you mean?
I mean it's just
Still there.
it's a well built rug. You're gonna have to look it up.
I like rugs.
Is that a wolffish?
yeah.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Dumbo octopus.
Damn, dude, they just fucking dog these
Dude,
motherfuckers
look
they
at
don't
that.
like.
That looks like
It's
fucking.
cute.
That is cute.
Yeah, this thing's dumb as hell.
It's like a Furby kind of.
Yeah.
You put
That
big
thing
eyes
is
right
not
here. That's a
cute,
fucking
dude.
Furby.
That thing's not cute.
That is not.
Is it the
cute.
hole that bothers you? With its little arm sticking through it, looks like?
It looks like a tongue, dude. I don't know. That's an
You don't
arm.
think that's cute, dude?
It looks like an owl.
I don't
That thing's
think yeah, it's
adorable.
like a sea owl, dude. I don't know.
True facts about the sea owl.
I mean, maybe it's cute, dude. They live 9,000
They flap their
feet.
ears around to swim. Those little things are what they flap around. How cute is that? They're just
All right, it's fucking adorable.
flapping around. We gotta look up a Dumbo octopus swimming. And then we need another juice fact.
That one's got bigger ears.
I can give the people.
It's probably
something like
faster.
that, dude.
Yeah, that one's built for speed. Gulf of Mexico.
That's probably why they call it Dumbo now, and that makes more sense. Now they're not dogging it; they're naming it after Disney character.
Yeah, it said it's reminiscent of the
On.
flapping ears.
Gulf of Mexico.
I actually follow a Noah account on
What the hell did you
Instagram.
do?
What we got going on here?
It loaded and then reloaded.
So it uses its ears to. How do they even know if it's its ears?
Well, yeah, it might not be its ears, but it's just because it looks like it Dumbo ears. It does look like elephant ears. Kind of looks like a reverse mouse. Like this would be where
Yeah,
its
it
mouth
does.
is supposed to
It
be.
does. Right? Do
He's,
something.
dude, he's pretty cool looking.
Poke it with a stick. Do something.
Well, there it's going.
It's cute. Look at him. The big. He literally looks like he has stick-on googly eyes.
He does.
Oh, they're cute.
I want one.
I want to be one of those for Halloween.
We can make you a costume, buddy.
Yeah.
You gonna be a Dumbo octopus?
Carl, you got the same head as him.
Huh? Same smoothness too.
They are pretty cool looking, dude.
Yeah, that's
So is he swimming forwards or backwards?
yes.
He's
I was just going to say
forwards.
that.
He's moving onward.
Look how tiny he is. Just
Onward.
He's moving onward, dude. He's
That's the official mascot of the Brother Man podcast.
float through the sea and
There ain't shit
I
around.
was just going to say that is vast emptiness.
yeah, that is vast. Fuck that, dude.
He's probably trying to get away because he can't see a fucking thing.
His feet look like rolled up carpet.
They do. Look at him all tucked in.
Well, he's aerodynamic.
It looks like
he's water
elephant
dynamic
flaps,
now.
dude.
Hydrodynamic.
Yeah, it looks like
They look like the little shells that like the
yeah.
the
Sorry,
conch
Alright,
shells.
Where do we
shells.
got one, dude? Where do we got one? Look them up.
You probably can't buy them.
Probably not.
They live at
gonna wanna own that.
9,000 feet.
Yeah, you're not gonna have a tank with enough pressure to keep that thing alive.
Cool if he could. I'm sure.
It would have to be like a sealed
It
tank.
would have to be pretty.
Yeah,
you wouldn't be able to see inside of it.
Yeah,
It had to be pressurized.
yeah, you'd have to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be able. You wouldn't
What
be able
if
to see
we? What
inside.
if we like?
Either that, or we're buying a really,
You just have to build
really
like a big
deep
vacuum.
tank.
Like a Make a vacuum.
What if
Yeah, but it has to be strong enough to hold the pressure. So it's not have to be. You're not gonna be able to make anything that's see through that
You don't
strong.
think like Bubbles glasses, those thick?
Maybe if you go.
And then he'd
real
look huge
thick
in there.
acrylic,
He would
I
look
don't know.
huge in there.
Hear me out. We dig a really big hole.
Okay.
All right.
Plexiglass to top, because we only need the pressure down there
Goes in it.
on the bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
We set
I'm
the
in.
tank on top.
Yeah, on top.
That
of
way
him.
he can see the octopus.
Yeah. So
from
you'll be
the
able
bottom.
to juice. We're gonna put you at the bottom of it, and you'll be able to look up through the tank
And see the octopus.
and see the octopus and like everything up there. It'd be cool, but you'll like it. Don't worry.
Sounds pretty wild. I might be in.
It's actually at the farm.
No. Yeah.
I haven't heard about the farm in a while, dude. What's been going on at the farm?
You're gonna find out. We've been digging a big hole.
What's been happening? What's been happening at the farm?
We've been digging a
boys?
big hole. We've just
big
been
hole.
digging. Yeah, we know you don't like digging, so we didn't want.
I don't like digging.
Yeah, we didn't want to bother you with it, so we've been
Never
digging
done
a
did
big
no
hole.
dig-a-do.
So for like a year now that you haven't brought up the farm, you've been
Yeah.
digging for a
We've
year.
been digging it for a year. This big hole.
How
and we-
frequently?
Often, very often. And
So
what
it's
we're
a
gonna
big
do-
hole.
What we're gonna do is like we just said, we're gonna put you at the bottom of it. And then we're
Okay.
gonna place an aquarium over top of you. so you
Yeah.
can look up and read all these cool creatures and stuff, so
Yeah.
you can view them
Okay.
safely.
Go
so
on.
you don't have to have the fear of being in deep water because it's not deep.
Yeah, because
Technically,
it's
you're not in
deep.
the water.
I'm
You're
in
in deep
it
ground.
deep, but I'm like even
You're-
deeper
it's deep
than
the
I'm deeper
opposite
than the
way.
water, dude.
It's above you, so it's
I'm
not
deeper than
deep.
it.
It's actually
It's like being above it, but you're
yeah,
under it.
It's atmosphere.
So like, how deep is this tube that I have to then crawl up to get out there?
No. So
What's going on?
we'll talk about that later. That's not the.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be a big ass ladder, unless it's gonna be like an elevator to come out.
Yeah,
We're working on it.
I'm gonna want to eat.
That's what the
eventually.
second hole's for,
No,
Juice,
we're
is the
working on it.
elevator.
Yeah, we're working on it. Don't worry. We're
Oh, so you're still digging just the
Dude, we've been
aquarium
saving up
hole
every penny we've had to go to Lowe's and buy all their rope.
yeah. Don't worry.
to get me out.
Yeah.
We're gonna be able to pull you out. We're gonna have a rope
Cool.
attached to your head.
Cool. Okay. Like Big Nose Chef.
Yes. Hopefully,
Ours is gonna be a little better.
don't worry. Your ears are gonna remain on your head.
Okay. Cool.
I got
cool,
you, buddy.
cool.
We put
I'm
actually
not
little
gonna-
earmuffs
Cool.
on it.
I'm kind of scared. Yeah, dude. Look, that's where the product will come into play, dude.
Yeah,
First
you're gonna be
time I
all right.
can
Don't
use
worry.
it.
Don't worry. Give one last juice back before you go.
You say a juice back, dude?
Juice fact. I might have stuttered.
I said
Fuck
juice
that
back,
up,
dude.
Flo.
I don't.
Dude.
Words in my mouth don't get along very well.
Sometimes they might not.
No, most times they don't. Me word no good.
His button hitting skills are no good, dude.
I was letting you
see
fucking
his
finish
dude?
talking.
Nah, I'm just ranting.
What's that thing he's got?
Juice facts. Juice facts.
This fact is gonna get Carl pumped, dude.
I like to pump Carl.
Because I know how much he likes his food just as much as I do, dude.
It's about fucking pizza, dude.
It's about pizza. I got a pizza
Fucking
fact for
hey,
you, dude.
dude.
I got a pizza fact for you.
It's not that great.
It's about Hawaiian pizza.
Let me hear it.
It was founded in Canada, Ontario to be specific. And on top of it,
You telling me?
Hawaiian pizza. What I'm telling you, sir. I'll double mic you. I'll
It's
tell you.
Canadian.
Hawaiian pizza. Founded Ontario, Canada.
Is that why it has Canadian
By
bacon on it?
a Greek immigrant.
We're in a simulation.
What do we do with all this information, boys? I told you from the beginning of this episode we've been lied to, dude. And we're
That's
continually
ridiculous.
being lied to.
Huh.
Wait, so why did...
It's not Hawaiian. There's fucking nothing to do with
It
Hawaii.
just has to go with the
They've never
theme of
been to Hawaii.
luau's, right? As that's like the luau thing because they do the buried pig. And
They roast the
stuff
pig.
it with
That's why it's got Canadian bacon on
Yeah.
it. Ham.
Yeah.
which me for one, I love pineapple on pizza. I don't give a fuck.
I don't like
what
pineapple.
I think it needs jalapenos on it when you do it, though.
I don't mind. I can do jalapenos on it, but I can do just straight pineapple red on it.
I don't like pineapple, so
I'll fuck with it.
So it could be
I don't like it on
Mexican
anything.
Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah,
Well, the way that goes, it could be
Hawaii. It could be.
where's fucking taco pizza from?
Kentucky.
Alaskan Hawaiian pizza.
I don't know where
Kentucky
Taco
pizza.
Pizza's from, dude.
The
Taco
Colonel
Bell,
from the
dude.
fucking Colonel. You put some
Maybe it
respect
could be
on
from
his
the
name.
Colonel.
What
Could
what
be.
about fucking chicken bacon Rico?
That's from Puerto Rico.
I don't know who came up with chicken bacon
That's
Rico,
probably
but
an
it's
American
delicious.
thing. That's an American thing where
Probably.
you just shove a bunch of foods onto something.
Yeah, dude, when I was at the mall, dude, they had a taco pizza. It was lettuce,
Yeah.
I've had one of
sour
them before.
cream.
Yeah, that's-
Oh, I mean,
I've
like, it
ordered
looked
'em.
delicious.
That's
dude,
that's
they
an
had
American
a Big
thing.
Mac pizza.
Wolf.
Yeah, I don't know about
Yeah, they had like the yellowish Big Mac.
You need to
special
stay away
sauce.
from so much pizza, dude.
I didn't get it. I had a slice of buffalo chicken pizza today. I didn't get Big Mac or taco. I had a slice of buffalo chicken. And the girlie got chicken bacon Rico, dude.
Dude,
So
you
it
eat
worked out
pizza
beautifully.
every goddamn week.
I ate pizza, I think, twice this week. But not as a meal. The one was just
What the fuck? Would you shove it up your ass?
the one.
It's like
was
one I just licked a bunch of
That's a
times.
snack.
The one was like a slice
I
of
do not
cold fucking
freebase
Elio's pizza.
pizza.
Just a small slice of Elio's
Of cold.
pizza.
Why'd you eat cold Elio's
I
pizza?
don't know. I just did
It was frozen.
it. No.
Why'd you eat cold frozen burritos?
I was
They were
drunk,
burritos. They were tornadoes.
and I was
Usually-
and I was
Thing.
drunk
Close enough.
and
I
dying of hunger.
I usually end
I had
up
just come
baking
back from the edge of
myself,
death.
You need to cool down.
Yeah, I had just come back from the edge of death.
I want to freeze my body from the inside.
So I
See-
don't have issues like him, dude. I usually just bake myself before I bake the pizza.
Well, see-
and then you forget the
Well,
bacon
see,
pizza,
Matt,
and then you
Matt,
eat it.
does,
That's what
Matt
happens.
doesn't
Pizza,
drink, so
please.
Matt doesn't understand the fact that me and Carl drank a case of beer that day, proceeded to drink more, and then got mix of sixes, and then my brain shut off.
I don't struggle.
Oh
with
no,
that.
I get it. I was just fucking with you.
I know.
Just saying you have the same issue.
I want to know why the meme of when you bake yourself instead of the pizza looks like you.
Oh, I know, dude. Literally since that
love
meme,
that.
literally since that meme has first come out, dude, people have tagged me yearly in this
It
fucking
literally
thing.
looks like a
know.
younger you.
Yeah.
And I even have a green hoodie just like it
It's
too,
probably
dude.
you. It's probably you.
it wasn't me.
How do you know? Because if you were in the mindset of that kid was
Yeah,
in that
you wouldn't have
photo,
remembered that picture.
And it didn't look like any household I was ever in. And
How would you remember that?
Someone would have told me I was famous. By
Juice
now,
doesn't
dude.
even remember the
That's true.
picture somebody took of him last week.
Someone would have had to give me credit and tell me that I'm famous and I'm in a meme, dude. But like, I do look pretty similar to it.
very.
There's just animal videos
I
playing in the background.
I look very similar.
Looks
to
like a
it,
blueberry
but-
bush.
I guarantee you, I love it. I would love if you say, "Where is he at now?" They have a picture of him right now. He's with the mic in front
It's
of
like a
him.
live feed.
I mean,
Oh,
That's
I'll
just
have to, I'll
this
have to
is
do some
a-
research.
yeah.
Maybe I can find them for
no,
next
I mean,
week.
just pull up the picture,
No,
dude.
we're
We can pull up,
running
like,
out of we're
discrepancies.
running out of
I have another pizza one for you because I know you love pizza so much.
I don't though.
The world's largest pizza. What are you doing with those buttons over there?
I'm waiting on
We're
you.
waiting on you.
13,580 square feet is the world's largest pizza.
It probably tasted like shit.
Made in Italy. 13,580 square
How'd they
feet.
bake it?
Over a fire.
I don't know how big that is, but that's fucking huge. Like, it's gnarly. That is a
13,000?
gnarly
Is
pizza.
that what you said? What was the number? Read it back to me.
13,580 square feet, made in Rome, Italy, 2000.
Isn't that a mile?
About 116 feet square.
It was gluten free,
That's not a mile. It's not a square mile.
and it was gluten free.
Yeah, but what?
The whole thing.
I don't know how many
How'd
feet's in
they
a square
bake
mile.
it?
13.5.
Yeah, 13.5.
Yeah.
I don't know
It's
how
about
they-
116, 117 feet square.
I don't know how they baked it. I don't know if they did a bunch of like giant burners and they pieced it together.
So that's like a
each
building.
slice kind of was
Yeah,
cooked.
that's
and
pretty
they
big.
put it-
It's like a
Yeah, it's
square
a-
building.
Yeah, it's a big like commercial sized building.
Did the people eat it, or was there just a big waste?
No, I'm sure they gave
It
it.
was named after.
I just have a feeling it didn't taste
Octavia,
that good.
A Roman.
Anything like
emperor.
that big usually doesn't.
I have a feeling it wasn't actually that big. I think it was like pieces
That
put
shit's
together
insane, though.
that big. But still, it's still pretty crazy.
And my final fact.
Damn, you gave us 4 this episode.
Dude, I'm just on fire with these
Hit 'em with it.
fucking facts, dude. This one's kind of like hopefully like an uplifting, motivational one for anybody that's made it this far
building
in
a
the,
pizza?
in the listening or watching of this
No
podcast.
sauce cheese, baby.
This kind of has to do with cheese. So flaming hot
Di
Cheetos,
Poissy
right?
de Bourgogne.
Flaming hot Cheetos.
Yeah,
You're all familiar with it.
yeah.
I've
You
never
may not
eaten
all
it,
like it, but you've
I've
all
never
heard of
had it.
flaming hot Cheetos.
unfortunately.
The man that created it
Gay.
was the janitor that worked there in the
Mm-hmm.
building.
That's what I'm saying.
and he pitched it to the fucking CEO because he has put chili powder and some other spice
Rain
in it.
Man.
That janitor is now an executive for Cheetos and I
Of the
guess
janitor
Frito
corporate.
Lay, I guess. And
He's now supervisor janitor.
He's a motivational speaker, dude. He travels the world, dude.
How many
Talks about
times do you think
fucking-
he stopped the CEO and he was like, I got an idea? And he's like, dude, fuck off.
They prefer to be called custodial engineers. And I guarantee that probably happened like every other day.
Trash
Now,
mechanic.
listen to me here. The other day I had a sandwich and it had vinegar, an Old Bay seasoning on it, taco meat. Now hear me out on this.
Hear me
It
out.
sounds a little weird. Pickles. And a little bit of strawberry and cream cheese filling. And I tell you, you put that into a chip, you're going to sell 30, 40 bags this week.
Is that Doritos pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably what he
That was
like-
the janitor in the
That's
middle of
probably
the
janitor.
hallway.
He's like,
Dude,
he's like, I got an
dude.
idea. You make them puffy. We have that. He goes next day. All right, you put them in little balls, and we'll call them cheese balls. We have that.
He's like, okay. What would we shrink them and make them crunchy? Yeah, we got that.
Wait, okay.
And they're not puffy. They're crunchy.
What if you put them with a crazy twist and barbecue? We got that too.
Yeah, homie
Son of a
walked up.
bitch.
He took all the reject Cheetos off of the assembly or the fucking food line, dude. He took all the rejects.
They go to
just put
Misfit
'em-
Island.
And he pitched to the CEO, dude. Had a bunch of chili powder. And he's like, listen, hear me out.
He bites it and he
coach.
goes, is this stale? He's like, yeah, that one's from last week.
Like, well,
I've
listen,
been
hear me out.
saving
It still
power for
works.
months.
It works, I swear. Yeah, these are last week's
pretty
rejects.
cool.
So
What a
yeah,
come up.
dude, if you're a janitor right now, if you don't even have
If
a
you
job,
are
dude,
a trash mechanic,
look for a janitorial position at a food place, dude. And if you come up with some gnarly ass shit, present it to your boss, and you might end up traveling the world preaching about your come up,
yeah.
dude. From
As-
mopping floors to just fucking mopping the world with your money, dude. From Flamin' Hot Cheetos, baby. Like you never
Pretty
know.
sweet.
as
You never know.
always, chase your dreams.
Chase your dreams, dude. Eat that cheese.
Don't quit your
Fucking
daydream.
Thank y'all
Chase
for
that
watching.
cheese, baby.
Thank y'all for listening.
Yeah, if you made it this
Comment
far, dude, I
what
love
you
you.
think about us. Like us, follow us, subscribe us, Brother Man Podcast, Instagram, Twitter,
Post on your Facebook,
YouTube.
dude.
Give us a share.
Post on your
Email us
Instagram.
at brothermanpodcast@gmail.com. Send us pictures of your feet. We don't care.
I
Bye.
don't know about that.
Brother man.